Hey, hello all, welcome back, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today we got a Hobbymaster S-3 Viking, also this one then better known as the Santa tracker from the Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, I picked it up at the aviation fair. This is one of those boxes without a sticker, so it's actually already sticked on there, really literally painted. If you want to know a little bit more about the Viking, feel free to read the back. These information cards you can also find online, by the way. Some basic info, but let's dig into it. Let's see what we got inside. And this one actually was roughly €100. Was €100 by the way, so not too bad. It comes with a manual, so I'm very happy with that. And a nice big ass stand with the aluminum plate still on it. These old school, that's all still sealed by the way. This was a brand new model. And so it's taped, it's completely shut. But what does it say? Opening the canopy, press the side slightly and lift it up. Okay, so it's hooked in, and then you can lift it up, and then later on you can push it back in. That's also all that is with the manual, I assume. So, but let's have a further look at the cool paint, because that's the reason why I bought it. It has a little Santa squished on the front, and that one made me a bit curious, like what is it exactly and how does it look? The tails are not super strong, so I don't recommend pulling too hard on it. If it's loose in the box, it's nice, but don't do it too much. That's just the plastic into a frame. The model itself, they're really big by the way, so with my hand over it, they're really nicely detailed. Oh wow, let's dig into the paint from the tail to start. So the NK here with the, I think it's a wolf or a coyote, not 100% sure, looks really cool. And of course the Abraham Lincoln logo. The engine danger details on there, so danger air inlet. The Santa that's squished in the little packages dropping from the side. The Santa at the front. So he tracked him for sure, he got him. Yeah, as for the details in the rivulets and the catch hook and so on, it's all really nice. The slots, there are some slots for, I think, tanks. It says the tracking plane, so like a radar plane, I'm assuming. The tail is straight. Sometimes what you see with these is that these are not 100% straight, so that's something to pay attention on. They're not beautiful planes. I have to be honest, they're actually quite ugly. But the main thing that really caught my attention with this one is the paint job. So let's see if we can get the canopy off. It feels really scary to push into something like this. Oh, there it is. Would I do this too often? No, not for sure, I would not. That feels really scary. Alright, cockpit, a lot of details in there. Now while we're at it, let's put the pilots in it right away so we don't have to repeat this recipe again. Let's also have right away a look at all the weaponry that's on here. Let me get you guys down so we can unpack this. Our little hobby knife, because they're all taped shut as usual. Just a small incision is enough. Oh, it also has missiles with it, that's really cool. I didn't expect that. Let's drop all the parts on the bench. The wheels, we're gonna put it on for one side, just to show, but then after that it's going on the stand anyway. We'll put everything in nice bags. So let's start with the wheel, so not movable. It has the nice little hook for the launch pack. Nicely detailed and modular. I'm a big fan of modular, as you might know if you watched the channel before. If you haven't, please subscribe, of course. Very welcome. Yeah, no movable parts, but it's really nicely detailed, that's for sure. Then two, I think, anti-ship missiles, I'm not 100% sure. Really big ones, by the way, nicely detailed. Of course, fuel tanks, a set of 3, one for in the middle and the other ones for underneath the wings. And of course a pilot and a navigator or assistant pilot, I don't know how this works with these planes, but feel free to correct me. The pilots are nicely detailed. Of course, a blind plug for when you're not on the stand, I'm assuming. And of course, the claps for shut. So we're gonna go with that later on. I'm gonna set her up for you guys. I put the pilots in and everything, and then see you guys in a bit. So first look on the wheels. I forgot, by the way, this is not a centrifugal pod, it's a refueling pod. So the little twirler on the front, I didn't notice it until later. So it can actually refuel also, that's really cool. The wheel fitment is quite nice, I have to say. I cannot say bad. I didn't push it in all the way because I want to remove it easily. But I believe this is a refueling pod, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, guys. The anti-ship missiles, by the way, a very nice fit on the weaponry, so that's really good. Now let's prepare her for the stand and then show you the final details on a rotisserie table. Short shot in between. So the stand itself, it looks really sketchy, but it holds really nicely. No need for glue. And of course I had this awesome plate. I wish that Hobby Master was still doing, so Hobby Master, if you're watching, bring this back please, or even if we have to pay for it, I don't mind. Myself, I think it's a nice, neat little attachment. Not sure how long this will last. It feels a bit flimsy, but then again, most of the stress will probably be on the center part here. Alrighty guys, so there you have it on the stand. The stand clears also nicely the antennas on the bottom, so that's really cool. And as I mentioned, it's super easy to swap over, and they're nice long packs because the wings are quite thick. So you can easily swap to fuel tanks without too much hassle. It feels a bit really secure feeling to push these in. So you can easily swap to fuel tanks or to a reloading probe or a fuel probe, let's say. So that's super easy, no hard tricks with that. So just wanted to share that also quickly. We'll go to the rotisserie table. Alrighty guys, so there you have it, a finished S3 tracker, Viking more to say. Yeah, I hope that still somebody will make the S2 tracker, by the way. That's why I'm a bit confused with tracking and all that words. But it looks really stunning, really nice model, well detailed. For sure, wherever you like little gimmicks like this, or if you collect Centaur related items from the Navy, also for sure well worth it. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. That's always all very welcomed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you, stay safe, and see you next time.